It's not easy to implement. That's the point. And for it to be implemented, it's an issue on its own that needs, I think, comprehensive.
But wasn't the failure? My question is this, right? Should the blame fall with the political parties? And I ask that again because of this. Maybe where they were nominating these women were areas where they're not their strongholds. Because in Homa Bay, Gladys Wanga on an ODM ticket won against all odds. Susan Kihika in Nakuru, Cecil Mbarire.
All women in Nakuru.
Yes, all women. Yes. But not all women, but majority, a good number of women.
But you have to look at our society.
Mbarire in Embu.
Yeah, in Meru, there was also women candidates all over. But they did vote for them. They just chose to vote for the men, even though they are women who are underfunded themselves.
But on what ticket were they running? My argument is this: if UDA in its strongholds, let's say Central Kenya is now a UDA stronghold, nominated women, right? Put up women for these positions. Would we not?
No,
yes.
The point you're making, and which we it's countering what we are saying is this, that yes, a party can nominate only X gender. Is that constitutional? For example, are you going to deny a male in order for you to favor? You know, there are many
in the spirit of affirmative action.
Wait. What we are saying is make it possible constitutionally.
Okay.
So that you avoid litigation. And to do that, this is not an easy thing to do. You must revisit the Constitution.
I think there's a decision, this discussion boiled down to one thing. The framers, I think they missed it. They should have demanded that for appointive positions. Because elective positions, I have to agree with the Dr. here, is a bit challenging. Because which constituency are you going to say now you are the one who is going to produce a woman? Which one? So unless you are going to proportional representation, like he says, we should not have demanded that for elective positions. And I can tell you that eventually in the next few years, in the next probably 10 years, we are going to have more women than men in that parliament. How do I know that? I look at my class, for example, the ones I'm teaching now. 65% in both classes. I'm teaching 2 classes. Constitutionalism and governance and ethics. Multimedia.
No, we don't usually elect educated people.
So, so 65% of these students are female. And that is not by accident. So the women are coming up, seriously. So in another 10 years, you may be talking about men not being represented and not women.
I think what is
Charles, the last one on this
I think what is happening is that we are still aware.
Educated people.
We are still aware that the former Chief Justice, Emeritus, wrote to the President to take Parliament home because of the same issue. And I think what the current government is doing is, number one, insulating itself. You can say we are doing something about this. And I think the current president is a brilliant person. We are doing something around this. It's only that we are getting headwinds as we do it.
So why can't he be
but
bold
basically,
enough?
I think you must allow him to also govern the way he knows how. What I'm trying to say is this. It will come out. We will see what this is all about. But trust me, elections don't start at that point where you're going to the polling station. They start even at the nomination level. If you subject me to a process of party primaries where I'm a man and I have won, and then you're telling me, no, you have to sit aside because now we need this position for a lady, or then you do it Jubilee style. Do you know what Jubilee did? They invited people for interviews, and then you sit there, and then you're told this one won. And you don't know on what grounds. There was completely nothing other than maybe being asked this or the other question, and then they say it's Olive that is carrying the ticket. And you're surprised that they performed those so dismally. So my point is this: if you want to kill democracy, you don't necessarily kill it at the IBC level when they're supervising elections at the end of the day. You start killing it at the party primaries, at even how you do these things, how you relate with the people. That is a problem right there. So it is not easy to get that gender issue sorted out unless the whole process is considered, and the ultimate goal being to, like what Gitile has said, if it's proportional representation where the seats go to the party and then the party shares them out as required by law, then that becomes easier. And that is a completely big issue.
All right, Prof.
You say that way